Browns getting ready to face the Titans Sunday, 1 o'clock down on the lakefront. Titans rookie quarterback Cam Ward talking about Shedeur Sanders. They were expected to go 1-2 in last year's draft.
I think that both of us would just be, great quarterbacks when it's all said and done. I just think both of us, have the ability to learn different offenses, different just aspects of the football, how you have to see the game. And I just think, just the things that we can do inside the building to help bring people together, I just think that's the best things about both of us.
And given how so many people would always say, you didn't belong, they would say Shedeur didn't belong, did you guys bond over that during the whole process leading up to the draft?
Yeah, for sure. And there's going to be haters, whether you play good, whether you play bad. We both know that. But at the end of the day, it's really about, what we have to do individually and what we have to do for the building, to help put everyone in the best situation.
So they have their sound in front of a tractor pull. Let's welcome in Dalton Wasserman, PFF data analyst, also co-host of the PFF College Football Show. What have you thought about Ward's rookie year and the couple of games that you've seen with Sanders?
I think as far as Ward goes, and really the story is the same with both guys, that the supporting cast just has not been good enough. Ward is throwing to a bunch of fellow rookies on the outside, and the offensive line, for as much money and resources as the Titans have spent on it, it just hasn't been very good. They haven't protected him enough. So I would say when I watch Cam Ward every week, I'd say there's about 5 to 6 throws where I go, okay, that's pretty good. We're making some progress here, but the consistency just isn't there, in part because the supporting cast has struggled. And I think as far as Shedeur Sanders goes, just holding the football too long. When he gets rid of the ball on time and he's in a clean pocket back there, he actually looks pretty good, but it's those times under pressure when he's moving backwards in the pocket, taking too many sacks, taking on too much pressure in the pocket that's his own fault sometimes, then he runs into issues. So I think you do have some positive moments for both, but also some negatives they need to work on.
Is that something that can be cleaned up, or is it obviously it can be. How much time does it take to clean up those kind of things normally?
As much time as it takes to build an offensive line, because what I see from Sanders is a lack of trust. And I get it. Look, they've been the worst pass protecting team in football, Cleveland has, all season. So when you don't trust those guys, then it's kind of the same way he was at Colorado 2 years ago when he didn't have a very good offensive line. He was moving backwards. He was taking too many sacks. Last season, the protection was a little better. The games where it was better, then he was trusting it, stepping up, getting north and south in the pocket. So it really comes down to the Browns needing to build around Sanders if he's going to be their guy in the future. But regardless of who their quarterback is, they've got to rebuild this offensive line because it's just not a good unit right now.
Without question. Along those lines, this is from Ian Hartitz. Highest average yards needed for a first down on third down this year. And the aforementioned Browns and Titans, two of the top three that have needed the longest to go. The Eagles, surprisingly, who are playing pretty well with Jalen Hurts, are second. So it just goes to show, when you struggle on first and second down, third down in the NFL, when it's 3rd and 7 or 8, good luck.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And what that speaks to me, the first 4 teams on that graphic there, the Browns, Titans, Raiders, and Eagles, they're all teams that have struggled to run the football this year. So when you get in first down, you're supposed to be in 1st and 10, those neutral situations where you can run or throw really any time that you want to. Those teams being unable to run the football has created a higher variance in their results when it comes to throwing the ball, right? And then you have 3 teams whose passing games have not been very good, with Shedeur Sanders, with Cam Ward, and with Geno Smith out there in Vegas. So I think the lack of ability for any of those teams there to run the football is really what's killing their offense on early downs.
And that would come back to what we were talking about relative to the offensive line struggling. And the Eagles, who had a really good offensive line, have struggled on the offensive line as well. And that's why you're seeing that